They good at bats. There's a lot of walks in there, which usually is a sign of good at bats. They're being patient and they're getting their pitches, and when they're swinging, a lot of times they're not missing them. But just, we get down 4-0, and Girardi singles, I believe Hicks walks, and then you get a 3-run homer, and you're right back in the game against the guy who's been very tough on his Stroman. And we got down 6-3, but we kept chipping away. Just a really impressive night by our hitters and our bullpen.
You mentioned that Holiday home run, career home run number 300 for him. What do you think that means to him?
Well, I'm sure it means a lot, and I'm sure he got the ball because of where it landed. So it's that probably even means a lot too. So that was a smart place to hit it.
Mike?
Joe, it seems like we talk about Judge every day. The at-bat he had when I think the Toronto pitcher struck out 5 in a row, going down 1-2 and sparking that inning. I mean, what did that do for you guys?
It gets you going. And he's done that a lot this year. I mean, he's put really good at-bats on pitchers, and really good pitchers. I mean, you look at what he's done, and he just continues to impress us.
Ron?
What with Welke culminated in the ejection? I assume it started several batters before.
Yeah, it started in the 6th inning, with Girardi, and there were 4 pitches that, I felt weren't strikes. And it's an important time. We're down a run, a couple strike ones and a couple strike threes. And you're at the top of your order, and it's kind of frustrating.
You think the strike zone got better after the argument?
Well, I didn't watch the whole 6 innings before, but, yeah, I was more pleased with it, yes.
Andrew?
When you evaluated your team and you looked at where Aaron fit in, what type of value did you think you needed from him for you guys to be successful?
Well, I said all along in spring training that, there's a ton of talk about our kids, rightfully so. They're very talented players. But the veteran guys have to do their job. You can't put all this pressure on the young kids. And I said all along, if he gets the barrel of the bat to the ball, he's going to do a lot of damage. And I think he's always been a fairly patient hitter, and he made some adjustments the last couple of weeks of spring training that really got him going, and we knew he was a good outfielder. We knew he could run the bases. We knew all those things, but we wanted the consistent contact because a man that size makes consistent contact. There's going to be some damage, and his value has been, it's hard to measure what he's done for us. The first, I don't even know how many games we've played. 20-something games, but, I'm not sure any of us expected this start.
Brian?
Joe, another night where CC didn't seem to have it. Where is your level of confidence in him right now?
Oh, I'm confident in him. He just didn't have his cutter, and he had it in the bullpen. That's the interesting part. And sometimes it just doesn't translate when you go from, I don't know, when you walk that 300 feet for whatever reason, sometimes it just doesn't transfer. But he'll be fine.
Susan and Meredith?
A couple of things. One was Cece. Is your confidence level high with him that you wait because you figure he's a veteran and he'll find something, get you through 5 innings?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you figure, and he's going to grind. He had a decent slider tonight. That was, really the pitch that probably got him through, and he almost got to the 5th inning through 5. And it's important because, I'd had Adam up a couple times. He was up yesterday. I knew I didn't, at that point, I didn't have him for much. And for him to get through that, almost through 5 innings was important.
And Chris Carter, a couple of big hits,
Yeah.
One really good one. How much does it help him that he is getting some consistent time?
Oh, it'll definitely help him. I mean, he's a player that, if he gets consistent at bats, he's going to be productive, I believe.
All right, Mike?
Joe, you were 1-4 when Sanchez went down. Now, if he's going to come back on Friday, you're 16-5 without him. How would you compare where your team was then to where you are now in terms of being able to overcome that injury?
Yeah, I didn't think we were swinging the bats great, and I didn't think we were pitching great. And, the bats got going, and we started to pitch really well. So, I think it's a good time for him to come back. I'm not sure what he did today. The big thing is he's healthy, and that we get him going because it's another big bat.
Anthony?
What was the end status of Romine? Did you have him if you needed?
No, he did not go get a test, and he'll go with us on the road trip.
Brian?
So the play where CC didn't get over to cover first, is that just he can't physically get there?
Physically, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Should Carter have thrown home there?
He could have. He could have went home, I thought. But it may have been bang, bang in his mind. And, You know, those plays happen really fast, and you know when you slow it down, you can say, "Oh, well, he should have done this, he should have done that." But they got to make an instantaneous read, and sometimes you know it's similar in hitting. You got to make an instantaneous read. Are you going to hit or not? Are you going to swing or not? And sometimes, you know, if you could slow it down, you might do something different.